Stocks slip as dollar climbs toward one-month high. Markets wrap. Bloomberg. Null. To continue, please click the box below to let us know you're not a robot. House of the Dragon. Series premiere review. IGN null. FSB missteps. Overconfidence damaged Russia's war plans in Ukraine, The Washington Post. Before the war, officials at the FSB assured the Kremlin that Ukraine's government would fall quickly and deployed operatives to install a puppet regime. Comment on this story. A months-long examination by The Washington Post of the intelligence war in Ukraine draws on a trove of sensitive materials including intercepted communications involving Rusi. +3110 chars. Summary of guidance for minimizing the impact of COVID-19. CDC. This report describes guidance for minimizing the impact of COVID-19 on individuals, communities, and healthcare systems in the United States. https://www.cdc.gov/coronavirus/2019-ncov/vaccines/stay-up-to-date.html. Vaccination is also effective in preventing multisystem inflammatory syndrome in children, a rare but severe post-infectio. +6447 chars. Drop everything and go back. Russian cosmonaut aborts spacewalk after spacesuit snag, South China Morning Post. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for free here. https://sc.mp/subscribe-YouTube. Cameras aboard the International Space Station captured a life or death moment. Null. Seattle Seahawks Damien Lewis carted off-field with ankle injury. X-rays negative. ESPN. Seattle Seahawks starting left guard Damien Lewis left Thursday's preseason game with a lateral ankle sprain, and coach Pete Carroll said X-rays came back negative. Seattle Seahawks starting left guard Damien Lewis left Lumen Field on the back of an injury cart after suffering a lateral ankle sprain during Thursday night's 27-11 preseason loss to the Chicago +3313 chars. Switch Online's N64 update is live. Version 2.6.0. Here's what's included. Nintendo Life. Find out what's changed behind the scenes. Image. Nintendo Life. Switch Online's N64 library received an update earlier on adding the Nintendo Classic Wave Race 64. And also bumping the application all the way up to version 2.6.0. Nintendo D. +1572 chars. You've got to eat. Energy bills are squeezing businesses and people as UK costs soar, CNBC. Facing soaring energy bills, rising costs and rapidly declining consumer purchasing power, small businesses across the UK are struggling to make ends meet. A high street decorated with British Union Jack bunting in Penistone, UK. The End Fuel Poverty Coalition has warned, a tsunami of fuel poverty will hit the country this winter. London facing soaring. +8110 chars. A League of Their Own on Prime Video is the best new show on TV. Screw the review bombers. Tom's Guide. This league fills the glow-shaped hole in my TV schedule. Reboots can be hard sells. That said, Prime Video's A League of Their Own is a show I need you all to be watching. It's not perfect. I'll get to its one main issue. Storyline juggling. Later. But +6950 chars. Unsealed document in Mar-a-Lago search sharpens focus on Trump as possible subject of criminal probe. CNN. A document unsealed Thursday, which offered specifics about the crimes the Justice Department is investigating, including willful retention of national defense information, sharpens the focus on former President Donald Trump as a possible subject of the CRE. A document unsealed Thursday, which offered specifics about the crimes the Justice Department is investigating, including willful retention of national defense information, sharpens the focus on form. +2491 chars. Most people infected with COVID-19 Omicron variant didn't know it. SciTechDaily. Cedars-Sinai researchers find that 56% were unaware they were infected with the virus that causes COVID-19. The majority of people who were likely infected with the Omicron variant of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, didn't know they had the virus. By Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, August 18, 2022. According to new research from Cedars-Sinai, most people that were infected with the Omicron variant of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, didn't. +5167 chars. Underwater snow reveals new clues about Europa as ocean world missions draw closer. CNN. Jupiter's icy moon Europa is an ocean world encased beneath a thick ice crust under the water. Snow floats upward much like it does beneath ice shelves on Earth. These findings could inform the way NASA's Europa Clipper explores the Moon when it launches in null. Braves pick up big series win vs. Mets. MLB.com. Atlanta, as Vaughn Grissom rounded second and saw Braves third base coach Ron Washington waving him home. He didn't know what to think. "I wasn't thrilled at first. I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is probably going to be a close play," Grissom said. Atlanta, as Vaughn Grissom rounded second and saw Braves third base coach Ron Washington waving him home. He didn't know what to think. "I wasn't thrilled at first. I was thinking, oh my gosh, this." +4345 chars. The Corsair gaming laptop needs some work. Hardware Canucks null. Stock futures are flat as S&P 500 takes aim at fifth straight winning week. CNBC. The Dow and S&P 500 enter Friday with small gains for the week. Stock futures were little changed on Friday morning as the S&P 500 looked to grind out another positive week. Futures for the S&P 500 were flat. Futures tied to the Nasdaq 100, the Dow Jones +1050 chars. Watch. BLACKPINK is deadly and fierce in MV for pre-release single Pink Venom, Soompi. The wait is over. BLACKPINK is finally here. On August 19 at 1 p.m. KST, BLACKPINK unveiled their pre-release single Pink Venom, ahead of their full-length album, Born Pink, which is set to be released in September. With a strong beat and sounds from Tradity. The wait is over. BLACKPINK is finally here. On August 19 at 1 p.m. KST, BLACKPINK unveiled their pre-release single Pink Venom ahead of their full-length album Born Pink, which is set to be released. +258 chars. House of the Dragon series premiere review. IGN null. Racial disparities have marked the monkeypox vaccine rollout. The New York Times. New York City has released new data showing that black men have received far fewer monkeypox vaccines than their share of the at-risk population. Some gay rights advocates have been speaking with city and state health officials about a hybrid plan. All recipients would get a full dose for their first vaccine shot. And everyone would get the Fr. plus 1401 CHARs. Scientists are asking the public to name 20 exoplanetary systems observed by the Webb telescope. Here's how to submit your idea, CNN. During its exploration of deep space, the Webb telescope will closely observe 20 exoplanetary systems. Scientists have organized a global search for the perfect names for these other worlds. Null. Little League World Series player hurt in bunk bed fall out of intensive care. Takes steps with assistance. ESPN. The family of a 12-year-old Little League World Series player from Utah who sustained a head injury after falling from a bunk bed said he has been moved from intensive care and is able to sit up, eat and take steps with support. Williamsport. PA. The family of a 12-year-old Little League World Series player from Utah who sustained a head injury after falling from the top bunk of his bed at the dormitory complex said Thursday. Plus 2390 CHARs. Kickstarter game goes bust gambling on crypto. Can't refund backers. Kotaku. Untamed Isles had been really excited about play to earn in 2021. At the height of the world's collective blockchain madness, a video game called Untamed Isles Pokémon, but with crypto stuff made over $500,000 on Kickstarter. A year later the game is Practica. Plus 2774 CHARs. Ryan Cohen cashed out of Bed Bath & Beyond stock with more than $58 million profit. Shares plunge again. MarketWatch. SEC filing shows investor fully exited his position in retailer on Tuesday and Wednesday. Stock falls 45% in after-hours trading. Investor Ryan Cohen has confirmed that he sold his entire stake in retailer Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. with profit of more than $58 million. And shares plummeted in after-hours trading for a second C. Plus 2367 CHARs. Demi Lovato. Happy ending. Official audio. Demi Lovato. Holy FVCK out now. https demilovato.lnk.to/holyfacalbum Holy FVCK merch. https demilovato.lnk.to/holyfacstore The Holy FVCK Tour. https Demi Lovato. L. Null. Russian vehicles seen inside turbine hall at Ukraine nuclear plant, CNN. New video has emerged online showing Russian military vehicles inside a turbine hall connected to a nuclear reactor at Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, where intensified shelling has fueled fears of a nuclear disaster. Null. Monkeypox vaccine plan prods cities and states to adopt new dosing regimen. The New York Times. The Biden administration will distribute monkeypox vaccine to jurisdictions that adopt a new protocol using 1/5 the regular dose. Critics called the plan unscientific once it starts becoming equitable. Now it's not. Well, give you the dosage that everyone was getting prior. It's, well, give you the shorter doses, said Jennifer Barnes Balenciaga, A black transgender woe. Plus 3335 chars. Grains of dust from asteroid Ryugu older than our solar system. Phys.org. An international team of researchers studying dust samples retrieved by the Hayabusa 2 space probe has found that some of its dust grains are older than the solar system. In their paper published in the astrophysical journal Letters, the group describes a backscattered electron BSE image of Ryugu thin section A00582. Every black area consists of 20 nanos IMS maps measured. B. An area in section C0002 with a less altered lithology than the Suro. Plus 3901 chars. Seahawks have so many lessons after 27-11 loss to the Bears in Week 2 of preseason. The Seattle Times. Null. Timesia. Official launch trailer. IGN. Check out the launch trailer for Timesia for another look at fearsome enemies and more from this action RPG. Timesia is available now on PlayStation 5. Expo. Null.